Check, check. All right. We're going to try this. Take 3. Let's see what we can do with that. Hopefully you guys can find me again. Let me back this song up. We'll do a little Randy Travis. 3 wooden crosses. And hopefully the echo will stay away. Hey, and we're on take 3. Take 3. A farmer and a teacher, a hooker and a preacher, riding on a midnight bus bound for Mexico. Hey, Jeremy. One is headed for vacation, one for higher education, and 2 of them were searching for lost souls. That driver never ever saw the stop sign, and 18-wheelers can't stop on a dime. There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Why there's not 4 of them, heaven only knows. I guess it's not what you take when you leave this world behind you. It's what you leave behind you when you go. And that farmer left to harvest a home and 80 acres, the faith and love for growing things in his young son's heart. And that teacher left her wisdom in the minds of lots of children, did her best to give them all a better start. And that preacher whispered, can't you see the promised land? Laid his bloodstained Bible in that hooker's hand. There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Why there's not 4 of them, heaven only knows. I guess it's not what you take when you leave this world behind you. It's what you leave behind you when you go. Story that our preacher told last Sunday, as he held that bloodstained Bible up for all of us to see. He said, bless the farmer and the teacher and the preacher who gave this Bible to my mama, who read it to me. There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Why there's not 4 of them, now I guess we know. It's not what you take when you leave this world behind you. It's what you leave behind you when you go. There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Okay, hopefully everything's sounding better for now, and we'll cross our fingers that it stays that way. You never know from week to week what you're going to get, but we do the best we can. Thank you for your patience and coming back. I know it's aggravating to have to restart and find everything again, but I do appreciate you hanging with me. And let's see what we can do here. What do we want to do? Well, shoot, let's just go all out. Somebody wanted me to do Fancy. And I know that's a Reba McEntire song, but it tells a story, that's for sure. So I'm going to do it. Here we go. Cross your fingers for me. I don't know if I can do it with that much attitude. Got to roll my head around. I remember it all very well. Looking back, it was the summer I turned 18. We lived in a one-room shack in the outskirts of New Orleans. We didn't have money for food or rent, to say the least. We were hard-pressed, and Mama spent every last penny we had to buy me a dancing dress. Mama washed and combed and curled my hair, and she painted my eyes and lips. Then I stepped into a satin dress that had a split side clean up to my head. It was red velvet trim and it fit me good. Standing back from the looking glass, there stood a woman where a half-grown kid had stood. She said, here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. She said, here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. Just for you. My mama dabbed a little bit of perfume on my neck and she kissed my cheek. And then I saw the tears welling up in her troubled eyes as she started to speak. She looked at a pitiful shack and then she looked to me and took a ragged breath. She said, your paws running off and I'm real sick and the baby's gonna starve to death. She handed me a heart-shaped locket that said to thine own self be true. And I shivered as I crossed the roads, crawled across the toe of my ivory shoe. It sounded like somebody else that was talking, asking, Mama, what do I do? She said, just be nice to the gentleman, fancy. They'll be nice to you right on. She said, here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. She said, here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. Forgive me for what I do, but if you want out, well, it's up to you. We're gonna get down, girl. Your mama's gonna move you uptown. These story songs have a lot of words to try to get in. But that was the last time I saw my mama when I left that rickety shack. The welfare people hit the baby, mama died and I ain't been back again. But the wheels of fate started to turn and for me there was no way out. And it wasn't very long till I knew exactly what my mama been talking about. I knew what I had to do, but I made myself a solemn vow that I was gonna be a lady someday, though I didn't know when or how. And I couldn't see spend the rest of my life with my head hung down in shame. You know I might have been just plain white trash, fancy was my name. She said, here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. She said, here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. It wasn't long after that benevolent man took me in off the street. And 1 week later I was pouring his tea in a 5-room Hilltop suite.
Yes, you are.
I charmed a king, a congressman, an occasional aristocrat. And then I got me a Georgia mansion and an elegant New York townhouse flat, and I ain't been bad. All right, Ken, I'm gonna do Johnny Cash next for you. Now in this world there's a lot of self-righteous hypocrites that call me bad and criticize mama for turning me out no matter how little we had. But although I ain't never had to worry about nothing for now on 15 years, I can still hear the desperation in my poor mama's voice ringing in my ears. She said, here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. She said, here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. Lord, forgive me for what I do, but if you want out, well, it's up to you. You're gonna get down, your mama's gonna move you uptown. Oh, and I guess she did. Hey, Travis, I can do that one. Hold on. I gotta do one more first. Hey, we got a super chat. Oh! Thank you so much, Miss Jamie. I appreciate that. That's awful nice of you. I hope you enjoyed that. I have fun doing it. So, yeah, so Travis wants to do the Lay Me Down and Softly Whisper for talking about Conway Twitty. I can do that one in just a minute. But I had a Johnny Cash song pulled up that tells a story. We're doing story songs tonight, and we're going to do A Boy Named Sue. We're having fun now, boys. We're rolling. Is the audio okay? I don't see it feeding back, so I think we're good. All right, we're going to roll it. Lots of words here. Let's see if we can get them in. Well, my daddy left home when I was 3, and he didn't have much to mom me. Just this old guitar and an empty bottle of booze. Now, I don't blame him because he run and hid, but the meanest thing that he ever did was before he left, he went and named me Sue. Well, he must have thought that it was quite a joke and a lot of laughs from a lot of folks. Seems I had to fight my whole life through. Hey Gary, some gal would giggle and I'd get red, and some guy'd laughing and I'd bust his head. I tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. No, it ain't. Well, I grew up quick and I grew up mean. My fists got hard and my wits got keen. Roamed from town to town to hide my shame. But I made a vow to the moon and stars. I'd search the honky-tonks and the bars, and I'd kill that man who gave me that awful name. Hey, we got a new subscriber. Well, it was Gatlinburg in mid-July, and I hit town and my throat was dry, and I thought I'd have to stop and have myself a brew. Had an old saloon on a street of mud. There at a table, dealing stud, sat the dirty mangy dog that named me Sue. Well, I knew that snake was my own sweet dad from a worn out picture that my mother had, and I knew that scar on his cheek and his evil eye. Well, he was big and bent and gray and old, and I looked at him and my blood ran cold, and I said, "My name is Sue, how do you do? Now you gonna die." Yeah, that's what I told him. Well, I hit him hard right between the eyes, and he went down, but to my surprise, he came up with a knife and cut off a piece of my ear. But I busted a chair right across his teeth, and we crashed through the wall and into the street, kicking and all the gouging in the mud and the blood and the beer. That's the best line ever. I tell you, I fought a tougher man, but really I can't remember when. He kicked like a mule and he bit like a crocodile. I heard him laugh and then I heard him cuss. He went for his gun and I pulled mine first. He stood there looking at me and I saw him smile. And he said, "Son, this world is rough, and if a man's gonna make it, he's gotta be tough." And I knew I wouldn't be there to help you along. So I gave you that name and I said goodbye. I knew you'd have to get tough or die, and that's the name that helped you make you strong. Yeah, I said, now you just fought one hell of a fight, and I know you hate me and you got the right to kill me now, and I wouldn't blame you if you do. But you ought to thank me before I die for the gravel in the guts and the spit in your eye, 'cause I'm the dirty dog that named you Sue. Yeah, what would I do? What could I do? I got all choked up and I threw down my gun, called him a paw and he called me son, and I came away with a different point of view. And I think about him now and then, every time I try and every time I win. And if I ever had a son, I think I'm gonna name him Bill or George, any dang thing but Sue. I still hate that name. All right. Oh boy, I hope you had as much fun with that as I did. If you had half the much fun. Fun times, guys. All right, so that was a good one. While we're doing kind of classic songs that tell stories, I actually Googled it. Classics, the best story songs that there is out there. So we're doing a lot of those tonight. Fancy was one of them. A Boy Named Sue was one. Thank you, Ken. Hope you enjoyed that. Oh, Miss Holly must be in here. I see a super chat from Miss Holly. Thank you for that. Your name is Sue. How do you do? That's funny. All right, Miss Holly, I got a couple songs if you can hang around a minute. I know that you like this next one, and I think you may like the one after that. I don't know if you've heard it or not, but it's a really cool song. So let me do the Poncho and Lefty. I know you said that was one of your favorites. So we're going to do a little Poncho and Lefty, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Oh, and Travis, I haven't forgotten you. I'll come back to you in a second. Living on the road, my friend, is gonna keep you free and clean. Now you wear your skin like iron, your breath is hard as kerosene. Weren't your mama's only boy, but her favorite one it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye and sank into your dreams. Pancho was a bandit boy. His horse was fast as polished steel. He wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. Pancho met his match, you know, on the deserts down in Mexico. Nobody heard his dying words, but that's the way it goes. And all the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him slip away out of kindness, I suppose. Lefty, he can't sing the blues all night long like he used to. The dust that Pancho bit down south ended up in Lefty's mouth. The day they laid the Pancho low, Lefty split for Ohio, where he got the bread to go. There ain't nobody knows. It's a good name for a couple dogs. And all the federales say they could have had him any day, and all of them slip away out of kindness, I suppose. Boys tell how Pancho fell and left his living in cheap hotels. The desert's quiet, Cleveland's cold, and so the story ends, we're told. Pancho needs your prayers, it's true. Let's save a few for Lefty too. He only did what he had to do, and now he's growing old.
All the federales say they could have had him any day.
They only let him go so long, out of kindness, I suppose. A few great federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him go so long, out of kindness, I suppose. You know, that's a good song. I really hadn't heard it. I've heard it a couple times, but I really didn't appreciate it until I practiced it this week. I really did enjoy that. Mike, I saw your comment there. No air at church tonight. I have been working on some. I think maybe next week we'll do like country 2000 to current, and I'll do an air at church song for sure. I've been working on some stuff and coming up with a list. Yeah, I agree. That's a good song. So hopefully you enjoyed that. If you can hang around, I got one more I think that you'll really dig. You may know it, but I got to do one more first here for Mr. Travis. He wanted to hear a little Conway Twitty, and this is one of my favorite songs too, so I'm going to do it. There's a lot of ways of saying what I want to say to you. There's songs and poems and promises and dreams that might come true. But I won't talk of starry skies or moonlight on the ground. I'll come right out and tell you I just love to lay you down. Lay you down and softly whisper pretty love words in your ear. Lay you down and tell you all the things a woman loves to hear. I'll let you know how much it means just having you around. Oh, darling, how I love to lay you down. There's so many ways your sweet love's made this house into a home. You've got a way of doing little things that turn me on, like standing in the kitchen in your faded cotton gown, with your hair all up in curlers. I still love to lay you down. Lay you down and softly whisper pretty love words in your ear. Lay you down and tell you all the things a woman loves to hear. I'll let you know how much it means just having you around. Oh, darling, how I love to lay you down. When a whole lot of Decembers are showing in your face, your auburn hair is faded and silver takes its place, you'll still be as lovely and I'll still be around. And if I can, I know that I still love to lay you down. Lay you down and softly whisper pretty love words in your ear. Lay you down and tell you all the things a woman loves to hear. I'll let you know how much it means just having you around. And we messed up on that, and we messed up on that, and we messed up on that, and we messed up. There goes. Oh, darling, how I love, 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 darling, Check, check, check. How about now? All right, give me a thumbs up or something if you can hear me now, and then let's see what we can do with this. You hear me? Cool. Now I got to figure out how to get the music through here. Yeah. All right, I got to think through this. I keep having issues with that. Yeah, the problem is I'm not getting any of the... I may have to start this again. Hold on, let me try starting this thing one more time.